This is what I want guys to know. If a girl likes you, if a girl is interested in you, she's going to make efforts, no matter how small.
The struggles of filming.
Hi kings and queens, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Owoeye Jesuloba Grace and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. You see, today's topic is very juicy. You do not want to miss it, and I'm going to be diving right into it. But before I do,
if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. Why have you not subscribed to my channel? I can't hear you. You don't have any excuse. You don't. So please hit the subscribe button. I beg, hit the subscribe button.
So today's video, I'm going to be talking about ways to identify if you're in a toxic relationship. And then I think that you should stick to the end of my video, because at the end, someone asked the question in my last 2 videos, I believe, and I'm going to answer it. It's a very important question. How to know if you're in a toxic relationship. The first thing that you're going to that is going to feel like is that you're going to feel caged. You're going to feel like you can't breathe properly. You're going to feel restricted. And it can be very sad. It can be very, very sad, especially if you're someone who is not introverted by nature. It can be the saddest thing. And this usually happens when your partner is controlling, and when your partner does not, give you freedom like you would like. For example, if you're a girl, for instance, and you want to go hang out with your friends, you want to see a movie with a friend, or you want to, just another life outside of what both of you have, your partner might have a problem with it. I don't think that is a healthy relationship. I think that you might be in a toxic relationship, and it's time that you probably have a sit-down talk with your partner. I feel like relationships aren't going to always be a smooth sailing. It's not always going to be like a bed of roses. But then in your relationship, if it always feels like you can't breathe properly, if it always feels like you guys are fighting over something every single time, if it always feels like, all the plagues that God sent into Egypt, if your relationship feels like that, if it feels like a battleground, if it feels like a war zone, then something is wrong, and that is not healthy. So if you find yourself in a relationship where you feel like your wings are clipped, like the wings that you actually need to fly, you feel like you cannot take new territories because you just feel restricted, you feel like you're limited, you feel like there are obstacles in front of you, it is a very terrible thing. I want to put it right here as a disclaimer that relationships aren't the only things that are toxic. You could be in a toxic environment. You can be like in a workplace that is toxic. Your colleagues might be toxic. Family members could be toxic. So it's very important that you notice all these things and try and know how you navigate around them, because I feel like, yes, we're talking about emotional toxicity, but then it can actually have an impact on your mental health. It can have an impact on your physical health. You'll find that people who are in toxic relationships, it affects how they relate with other people. It might affect how they work. They might begin to undereat or overeat. They might not be sleeping well. It affects you. People see you and they can instantly tell that something's wrong with you. The second way to know if you're in a toxic relationship is if you find that you're always hiding your wins from your partner. What I mean by that is, if there is an achievement in your life, if you have a beautiful ambition, if there's a goal that you smashed, instead of I feel like your partner is that one person that you want to rush and tell stuff. But then when you find that whenever something happens to you, whenever something good happens to you, whenever you're successful at something, when you find that you're always trying to hide it from your partner, then it could be a sign that you're in a toxic relationship, because that person will probably belittle your achievements. That person will probably trivialize your ambitions. That person is not going to support you the way that you would want to be supported. That person will say negative things about your goals, about your visions. That person will try to limit when you're always hiding your wins. It's a very sad thing when you cannot share your wins, you can't share your successes, because the person would make it about themselves. What is supposed to be something beautiful, what is supposed to be a promise, a miracle, what is supposed to be a breakthrough, will now be accompanied with misery, with pain, with fights, with battle. And you don't want that, so you would rather not tell them, or you will not tell them the complete truth. For example, let's say you get promoted at work and then you're now earning maybe a 1 million naira as opposed to maybe 500,000 naira that you were earning before. You will now tell your partner that I'm earning 600. Do you understand? All those lies here and there. It has reasons why you're doing that. Check, why am I doing this? Why can't I tell my partner that I'm as successful as I really am? It might be telling you something. It might really be proof that, that relationship is a toxic one. Another thing that would make you know if you're in a toxic relationship, or how a toxic relationship would feel like, is when you constantly feel like you're not good enough. Like you constantly feel like you're not good enough for this person, because the person makes you feel like, I can have another you in a second. Do you get what I mean? The person makes you feel like, I am just managing you. And so you are there trying to, impress. You're there trying to appease the person. You're there trying to wow the person. You're in a relationship, but you find yourself literally always still wanting to win the person to your side. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way. Like, you and this person are in a relationship, but you still find that even though you're in a relationship, there is that fear of, I can lose this person. There is that fear of, this person I don't really matter to this person. I'm not good enough for this person. And then this person will be telling you things like, the toxic person will be telling you things like, you're not good enough for me. I'm just managing you. I can have another person if I wanted. Do you get what I mean? Saying things that are literally tearing down your self-image, saying things that are shattering your self-esteem, and it would affect how you see yourself. It would affect how you show up in the world. And I want us to take toxicity in relationships now really seriously, because the truth of the matter is, if you're in a toxic relationship, or if you have been in a toxic relationship, you will find that over time you will kind of get accustomed to that toxicity. You will now begin to exhibit traits of a toxic person, and then you might not even know until maybe you get into a new relationship and then you haven't healed yet, or you're still bringing garbage from your previous relationship, and then you're with this new person that is good, but then you're punishing this person. The person wants peace, and then you always want war, because that was how it was in your previous relationship, and then you're bringing the oldness of the old relationship into this new relationship, and if you're not careful, you can literally spoil the good thing that you have going for you. So this is something to take seriously, and then you need to decide that I'm not going to be a toxic person. So the very last way to know if you're in a toxic relationship is when you cannot always say what you mean. You cannot always say what you mean, because you're always walking on eggshells around this person, and then you're always the problem as far as the other person is concerned. It is so sad, where like, okay, there is an issue and you need to talk about it, but then you literally have to go around the problem instead of actually talking about what really is, because you're scared of the person's reaction. You're scared of how the person will take it. If you're someone that is conflict averse, for instance, you will find that you would rather just sweep things under the carpet, because you know that if I talk about this, if I bring this up with this person, I will not sleep tonight. It's just going to turn it upside down. If you find yourself in this kind of relationship, especially, you need to talk to the person about it. Like, you cannot be accepting rubbish. I know that it might have become your norm, but I promise you that is not the right way to live. It is not the right way to live. A healthy relationship should have people where they can talk about things. They can talk about, issues without it resulting to blow, without it resulting to like hurling abusive words, without it resulting to so many garbage that is not necessary. And as I'm saying this, I'm saying it with a lot of passion, because I found that as a result of my exposure to toxic people, I've been in a situation where I brought it into a relationship, and it was really affecting the person that I was dating, and I did not know that I was doing anything wrong until my attention was called into it. So maybe you need to call it to their attention, like, this thing you're doing is not fine. This thing that you're doing is not healthy. We can't have a discussion. I can't tell you, hey babe, why didn't you bring my clothes from the dry cleaner when you were getting yours? And then you now twist what I said
He shock you
and turn it into something else. And these are just some of the few things that I wrote down, because these are some of the things that I think that I can really identify and relate with. I know that the list is not exhaustive, so if you have other things, let's talk in the comment section. But one thing I think that you should do if you're seeing this video is you need to have a talk with that person, because before anything can even be done, before any corrective measures can even be taken, there has to be an awareness on the part of that person that I am toxic. And yeah, that's what I'm going to use to like wrap up this old toxic drama. I hope that you enjoyed it. And now I'm going to go to a question that one of my subscribers asked me. His name is Simon, and then he was asking me, is it possible for a girl to love you and still not give you attention, takes days to reply text, or even feels reluctant to express love in words or text. This is what I want guys to know. Like, I need you to know this. If a girl likes you, if a girl is interested in you, she's going to make efforts. She's going to make an effort, no matter how small. It would not be every time that you will be the one trying to initiate conversation. If you don't call her, she will call you. So I need you to know that. So if you're actively messaging someone, disturbing someone's daughter, passionately pursuing her, like I like to call it, and she has not even given you, they call it green light. What is that color that is close to green? She has not even given you very small. Then chances are that she does not send. I promise you, when you leave her, like when you let her be, if it is someone that actually, like, there are many girls that guys will be pursuing them, they will not answer, they will not do anything, but then let's say the person stops messaging them, they would now be the one to message the person. Do you get what I mean? So those are things that happen. But then to have a situation where she's not saying that she's into you, or she's not even acting like she's into you, then I think that you should free her. Because if you truly and genuinely like somebody, I'm not even saying love now, you would actually want to go the extra mile. Or if the person says, hi, how are you? The person will not take 100 hours to reply. Or even if the person is actually genuinely busy, the person will make conscious effort to explain to you like why I cannot reply now. And then the person will now go ahead to say things like, I'm going to be free this day. Maybe you can call me this day. Do you understand? But then the person will not just keep mute and just archive you. Then the person does not like you. And I feel like you guys need to respect, you men, you need to respect yourself. If you have passionately pursued someone and the person is not giving you any green lights, giving you any red lights, giving you any blue lights, any indigo lights, please just leave the person, free it for a bit, and see how the person responds to you. So I hope that I answered your question, Simon. Please engage with this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Just share my videos. Like it, comment, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, kings and queens. Bye.